Today we're transferring the figure arena from looking like this to this. So without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. So here's what everything you need, and it is pretty simple actually. First off, you're gonna need some glue. You're gonna need a double-sided tape. This is recommended. You're gonna need a knife or a scissor, whatever you have. You're gonna need a dollar store like cardboard, like school project background that is really helpful to create like this like backdrops, so you can use it as a base. And then you're gonna be needing these like foam board, more from the dollar store. And then lastly, you're gonna printing all these printouts. So here we have the colored printouts, a few of the crowd backgrounds, if you will. Not the greatest one, you know. These ones are just from my library. So, but they do the job. They're just A4 size, so I sort of printed them vertically, so they will look better. And then, so my plan is I'm going to use any wrestling figure packages, and we're going with a sort of a ECW, like a smaller arena style instead of the massive like Raw or SmackDown. And for that, we're saving on a budget, so we're gonna recycle as much as we can. So we're gonna using this sort of like a cheaper sort of printouts, and then we're gonna be using these as a pillar, and underneath we're gonna have like this door or a wall decor, whatever you want to put it. I'm trying to scale it with an action figure. And then we're basically going to be using these foam boards from the dollar store and using this as a barricade. And then we're gonna be basically putting the printouts on top like so. I know this looks a bit goofy right now, but we'll see how it turns out when I finish it up. But basically there's gonna be a barricade, like a balcony area, so you can put wrestlers if you want on top. And then on the bottom floor, we're gonna put more wrestlers as an actual crowd, because doing these kind of work, but they're not realistic. So we're gonna put them up in the distance. So we'll see how this turns out. And once everything is put together, you're gonna have something that looks really cool, like this, like ECW mid-tier wrestling arena backdrop, guys. I know that this is probably not, you know, the greatest backdrop that you've ever seen, but this is definitely unique because it's not like every single YouTuber's like giant arena pop-up. This is like an ECW scale of the backdrop, because it's sort of like a mixture of this larger scale mixed with like a more realistic smaller crowd, which you can create using your action figures. So I'm gonna be walking you through this sort of a tour right here. Again, these two elite boxes we use as a base to sort of create this barricade on top where you can design and decorate whatever you want. And then for the backdrop, my vision was that this is like the exit or the entrance in the arena where superstars, or the fans in this case, can, you know, watch the show. Oh yeah, don't forget to mention that it is good if you create another barricade using the foam boards if you have an extra, so you can make this more realistic, and just put some figures in between. The backdrop again is just a random printout from the Pinterest or Google, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, just stick it, make it creative. And then we go to the second floor. We got Slim Jim, a couple of flags, sponsor, Prime, Snickers, and only the OGs, or, you know, some people with the ball knowledge will get what that logo is. Comment down below if you get it. And then flags, whatever you like. I got the US flag, the Canada flag, and my home country flag. And then this background, if you guys want it, I could leave it in the description, so let me know if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, again, we did the cropping and all the editing to make this sort of appear more realistic, and then that is pretty much it. So while we're doing this, I might as well do a quick arena update because I do have some plans for more figure matches in the future. So this part has been documented in the past, but there is a few updates. You can see the commentary table has been moved to this side, as well as the JKW logos, a few commentators and their drinks, pretty cool. And then the barricade, the Royal Rumble 1990s style of stage is still there. You can see I put mainly AEW figures as well as some like just massive figures in the background. LED lights as usual. The Wrecking Slimmobile. And then over here, I did create more layer of audience to make this look more realistic like the actual crowd back in that event. So we got more figures sort of stacked all the way to the top. Looks really cool. And then we got Chad Gable entering the arena. And then we mixed that up with what we created, which is really, really awesome. In the arena, we do have a setup going on. Randy Orton trying to hit a dripping DDT on Dolph Ziggler. Looks really, really cool with that background, man. That background really elevated a lot to my figure matches. And then over here is my Jakks Pacific's Titantron live stage. So it is a bit odd that you have two entrance stages going on. What I plan to do is use this one or that one as like an AEW style, where good guys come from one like tunnel and the other ones, the heel ones, come from the other side, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, here is the large shot of the entire arena. I do want to fill in the audience in the future so it can go all the way there and there, but even now this looks really, really awesome. So I hope you guys really enjoy and find this video useful. If you did, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.